Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing, bell notification, subscribe to the channel, like it and share it for your number one blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, and XRP influencer on social media and YouTube's exclusively here as we've been built on truth and integrity to educate and most importantly inform the audience and the retail investor. I am not a financial advisor. These are only my own personal opinions on the market. But this is a powerful, in-depth video on the criminal gangsters, as this is a probability-based, industry-exclusive, company-made, super simple and easy probability-based technical trading service and information and breaking news and blockchain technology. And this is going to be a very big, very in-depth video on the criminal gangsters and the market manipulators that have infiltrated the United States government, the Federal Reserve, and the world banking system in order to knock down and beat down the retail trader and investor and fleece, heist, and shyst your hard-earned fucking money out of your pockets. And there's an all-out assault, there's an all-out attack, and there's an all-out war in the cryptocurrency and blockchain technology space right now. And you guys, yes, you, I'm talking to you, need to be aware of this. And it's all market manipulation. It's all orchestrated and executed flawlessly by those criminal gangsters to mislead, to misrepresent, and to put misinformation out there in order to tank these companies, try to bankrupt Binance, try to manipulate and hold the prices down of the certain select few currencies, the cryptocurrencies, that'll be a wealth transfer like nothing's ever been seen before. That'll be a generational wealth influx into the people that understand what's actually happening and can sidestep and push away this misinformation, this manipulation, and this propaganda that's out there from the United States government and the criminal banksters and gangsters that we need to understand, we need to know, and we need to intimately uh, uh, put ourselves side by side with them so we can call out and we can fleece and we can understand and see the fleece heisting and shysting and the misinformation and all the shenanigans that is going on. But Binance had a protocol departs as executive exodus gathers steam, and this is very important. And this, to me, I believe you can even see it's in Bloomberg.com, but I won't click Bloomberg because they're a shyster organization and they want you to sign up to read their articles. But I believe this has all been put on by the pressure and upping the ante from the United States government going after who I believe they should, like people like BitBoy Crypto and FTX and Kevin O'Leary and these paid promoters, Carl from the Moon, I believe in my own personal opinion is one, Crypto, Logan Paul, and the rest of those fleecers and shysters and charlatans, right? But I believe they should go after them. But a company like Binance that is just there to allow you to trade, I think it's a bully tactic. I think it's a manipulating tactic, and I think it's a threat that the United States government sees on Binance. And this is the unspoken truth, in my own personal opinion, that nobody's talking about. They just try to put out the narrative that Binance is a bunch of scumbags. No, Binance is there to let the retail trader invest and hodl crypto in one of the most secure, biggest online trading cryptocurrency platforms out there, where they haven't had hacks stealing all their customers' money. The owner and the CEO hasn't closed up shop overnight and took hiatus in a company that doesn't have extradition and stole all their depositors' money. They've been a big brand. They've been out here since nearly the beginning, and they have allowed the most amount of retail traders uh, to try to get in on the ground floor, the cryptocurrencies that the retail trader, an individual, believes is the top of the line, top of the food chain, and the lion of the jungle. And now they're trying to beat these guys down because they are the biggest uh, service that you can use to buy cryptocurrencies, and they're trying to shame them. They're trying to defame them, and they are trying to manipulate the public to believe this is a criminal organization orchestrating money laundering, theft, and manipulation of their own clients, when it is the government that I believe is manipulating the people to make Binance look like the fall guy, to make Binance the black hole of the industry, and to tarnish the legacy of what's actually going on here, of the biggest wealth transfer in world history, as systematic economies across the West and the Far East, like the United States and Europe, are systematically Australia ruined, brought down in decrepit states and bankruptcy of pretty much the nation, where you have economic turmoil, jobs going away, and poverty running rampant. I believe that this transfer is going to take place and we're going to go to a digital currency, a digital age, and they're trying to knock down and fleece out uh, the industries that are giving the average man and woman the best chance and an equal footing with BlackRock, with Wall Street, with the institutional banks and the rest of it, right? But Binance head of product departs as executive exodus gathers steam, right? And this is a recent article. Binance has seen another senior executive depart the company, with global product lead Mayu Kemet heading for the doors almost a year and a half at the cryptocurrency exchange. We can confirm Mayer, I don't know how to say his name, has stepped down from his role as product lead, as a spokesperson said in an email statement. We are grateful to him for helping guide Binance through some of the most explosive growth, and we wish him the very best. Oops, we don't care about that. A former vice president of a product travel agent, Kamat, joins Binance in April 2022, departs following those of Chief Strategy Officer Patrick Hillman, Senior Director Investigation Matthew Price, and SVP for Compliance Steve Christie, who left the company in early July. Leon Fong, head of Asian Pacific, resigned last week, Bloomberg reported. Their departures were linked to the way founder Ching Peng Zizoa reported to the investigation of Binance by the Department of Justice. According to reports, CZ described the reports as FUD, right? But that's very interesting that all those heads of the company are leaving, and it's Reuters is reporting it, Bloomberg, Cointelegraph, Crypto Slate, Crypto News, among the rest, are reporting this, and this is very important because I believe the United States government is forcing their hand, and I believe they're systematically and orchestrating a takedown. That's right, a takedown of Binance, and this is only going to get worse. They're going to spread their vines and blood like suckerfish and cancer, and they're going to try to kill the cryptocurrency space just at the time that you need it. But don't be fooled, don't be discouraged. But it is big news, and you need to understand it and to prepare and to plan accordingly on where and how you invest in the cryptocurrency space. The US can kill crypto. Real regulations are coming, according to TechCrunch, right? Which I believe regulation hard is coming. But if you understand that it's coming, you understand what they're trying to do, and you understand what they're going to do, you can profit and have the wealth transfer of a lifetime that's going to happen in a few short years, and you just need to be on the right side of this history. But after that breaking news, after all of that, let's go on to the top and the uh, most trusted and top accuracy cryptocurrency technical analysis that you can get. And we've been telling you the XRP price ever since this channel started here was going to come down and going to come down big. And what most of you misunderstood that for was me saying all these coins were going to die. No, that's not what we were saying. What we were saying is a lot of these coins are and they were worth just that amount of money, right? But the certain coins, the select few, the 1/10 of a 1/4 of 1% of the coins out of the greater than 25,000 coins in existence now, would be the ones that made it, the select few, the handful that you needed in order to set your family up, sidestep the meme coins, sidestep the junk coins, sidestep the trash coins, and sidestep the pump and institutional influencers that were paid in coins to fleece you and sell and pump and dump. You need to stay away from those and only buy the select few that were actually going to be there, and buy, hodl, and wait, right? And don't let the day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month price scare you out, manipulate you, or make you use your emotions to do something in 5 or 10 years you are going to have a lifetime of regret and no way of ever coming back from it. And XRP is one of those coins. XRP is the coin of the future. XRP may not be it will not be a currency, the world reserve currency, but it could be used with its blockchain technology and dynamite and industry best technology in the blockchain spectrum. It could be a major player in sending and retrieving money. And in a digital age, in a digital world with a digital currency, you're going to need a processing network and a blockchain that can handle massive amounts of transactions in very short amount of time for a cheap, fast way of conducting business. And XRP blockchain with Ripple is one of those blockchains, and that is the underlining value or use case that you need is the blockchain of Ripple, right? It's not the coin, it's the technology, it's the Ripple blockchain that can seamlessly, flawlessly, fastly, and cheaply send and retrieve money all over the world, no matter the size of the amount of money, cross borders, instantaneous transactions that can handle the kind of volume and the kind of pressure of the volume and massive amounts of transactions in a digital age with a digital currency. This is one of the companies that can actually handle it, and that's why you need to own this, right? But the day-to-day price doesn't mean as much when you look at the future within the decadal time frame, not just the daily or yearly time frame, but the decadal 10 years at a time. If you look at a multi-decadal or 20 plus years, this thing will 1000x your money where it's at right now. And you'll be looking back at, oh my God, we were talking about 60 cents, 40 cents, 25 cents, or $1.69. Like that was the biggest thing in the world when the price is 1000+% higher, 5000+% higher, when this is one of the select few blockchains and digital transaction processing networks that you can use, and it's there. None of that's going to matter when this is $25 or $50 a coin, or greater when we are fully out of a cashless system, and you're going to need these blockchains and technology in order to make a cashless society, which we know world governments want, world governments need for that control that they so desperately desire. You're going to be happy that you own the Ripple blockchain when all of this finally comes to fruition, and there is no denying it, because fiat cash in your hands is gone, and it's all on a CBDC or a central bank digital currency. But the governments don't have the processing power to transact all those transactions, and they're going to need to partner with private companies, private businesses, technology, and blockchain. And one of those is Ripple and the XRP, right? But in the brief technical analysis, we're almost having that flip that we talked about, and we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks since we were up here, that the 50 in red was going to cross the 100 in blue. Like it's just about to cross. Tomorrow or Friday it's going to cross, and that's going to be a flip for the first time since May of 2023 on the way far back left machine. You can see the last time it finally officially crossed was right here. The short term of the 50 crossed the 100 or medium range 100-day moving average in blue, and then finally crossed the long-term 200 in green, and then you had the red, the blue, and the green respectively from top to bottom. Now this is your first time since then, and we've been the only one in this field calling it, and this is very bearish, that this was going to accelerate to the downside, was eventually going to overtake and cross. The 50 was going to cross the 100 in blue, and then the 50 in red was going to continue down and cross the 200 in green as it leveled off, which it had. And then you were going to have red, blue, green. the exact opposite of what you've seen over there, and that it signifies and tells you that the price is going to continue to come down and the bears have officially taken over the market. That's why I strongly, firmly believe, even if you get a big pump like that up to the 50-day moving average or even this 57 cents and a similar type move that XLM just had, you're going to get rejected. You're going to come down to your regional local bottom at 42 cents, eventually drop to this 37 cents, and then continue down after some trading, could even come back up to this major upper resistance in this rising channel that you were in for a long time. And then unfortunately, I do believe you're coming down into the orange zone, aka last line of defense, the shithouse. And then in the middle of this orange zone is actually the red trading zone, which is the VP volume indicator. See, I don't get that, which is the VP volume indicator, right? In red. And that indicates the mean of the volume trading. And I think, unfortunately, used to have a price note in there. We're going to stick that up there real quick. Right in the middle of that is the 31 cents, but it goes from about the 28 to 32 cents. And I have a feeling how you got supported on here for several months, you're going to flip this. And if you flip that, it's going to create a once in a lifetime generational buying opportunity, as that is where capitulation comes from. And I believe, just like you guys know, I've been touting capitulation for quite some time, and I think this crypto cycle, just like the prior crypto cycles, had capitulation. Everyone sees capitulation as a bad thing. I see capitulation as a once-in-a-lifetime generational opportunity to accumulate an asset. If you've done your research, homework, and due diligence, that will change your life, bring you generational wealth into your family, and set you into financial freedom for generations to come, if you understand the individual asset that you need to be buying during the capitulation, just like if you bought an Amazon, just like if you bought an Apple, just like if you bought Google or a various other of those tech stocks back in the late 90s and very, very early 2000s, as the tech bubble popped, busted, and 99% of the companies went away, and the other half of 1% of the companies that stayed there went down 99%. But if you knew the one or two or five companies to buy, like Amazon, like Apple, like Google, and a few other ones, you made 50, 100,000% return from 68 cents to greater than pre-split $5,000, $10,000 a share now, right? And that's what I think is going to happen here. And if you have capitulation, you get below this 31 cents in 6 or 8 months or 3 or 6 months, I think you could test maybe even the shit house is what that is in red. It's the fucking shit house, aka golden accumulation zone. Do I think you're coming back down here to 12 cents? It's not likely. I think what's more likely is you end up to my initial target that we had last year, which was, or 2 years ago, which was a 2022 target. But you can see we came down to 28 cents. I had a target when the price was up here in 2021 that was supposed to be by the end of 2022 that we would hit 18 to 24, what was it? 18 to 21 cents. It got deleted, but it was 18 to 21 cents. And we got down to about 28 cents in 2022. I think that is a very logical area. And you see 18 support, 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 support all the way back there through 2017. It was their pre-pump and it was their post-pump. I think we could see something down into this range. Then we bottom out, make our initial move, come back down, hold some support, and that is when we start to make our next move. That is when the moonshot starts to take place. And that is where XLM, XRP, XDC, algo will make you generational wealth starting, I believe, sometime during 2024. But at first, you're going to have capitulation, but don't be scared, don't be shaken out, and don't be misinformed and have anxiety over the best thing that could ever happen to you in your life, crypto capitulation. Because in crypto capitulation, we buy up those select few coins, yes, those select few assets that will change your life, that will make you generational wealth, and that will set you into financial freedom. Stick with old Vincenzo. Peace and love.